Today we're taking a look at our Mitsubishi IntelliHeat dual fuel heat pump installation. This unit right here, that's a PUC 824 from Mitsubishi Electric. It replaced an older 15-year-old air conditioning system. Was cooling only. So this is a heat pump, so not only is going to be doing the cooling, it's running in cooling mode right now. Very, very quiet unit. You can barely hear the unit. You can see the fan blades are spinning. Not too hot today, rainy day, but the unit is running at low speed. So this is a variable speed heat pump, or what is called an inverter compressor. So what that means is this unit can adjust the amount of heating or cooling it produces in very small increments. So it's designed to run longer cycles at lower speeds, which will maintain much more stable temperatures versus turning on and off, on and off. It's also as much as 40% more efficient than a conventional system. So we have our outdoor unit mounted on a pad. It's raised above the ground, so it's above snow line. When it's running on heating mode, this is going to be running in the winter. So the way this unit works is, in cooling mode, works just like an air conditioning. The outdoor unit cools the coil, and you get cooling into the home, but with the big difference of being variable speed compressor. But when cold months arrive, instead of firing the furnace, we're going to take a look at the furnace inside. So instead of firing our gas furnace, we also install a new gas furnace. Instead of firing the furnace, whenever you need a little bit of heating, our heat pump outside is going to be heating our IntelliHeat coil via refrigerant through our refrigerant lines. So the way this works is whenever the temperature outside, it's 30 degrees or more, which is pretty much 70% of the winter in our climate in Chicago. So when the temperature outside is 30 degrees, 35, 40, this outdoor unit, instead of cooling the refrigerant that travels to the coil, is going to be warming up the refrigerant, absorbing heat from the outside, and it's going to be heating our coil. And then all the furnace will do is circulate air through the warm coil and distribute that warmth into the home without engaging the flames. The benefits of that is the same variable speed technology applies. It's a variable speed compressor, which means we're going to get variable heating, very precise heating, maintaining long cycles at lower speeds, which is much more consistent heating sensation, much more even room to room. And it's also a lot more efficient. Whenever the temperature outside is 45, 50, 30, especially spring and fall, the furnace is not the most efficient. Furnaces are designed for very cold weather. So our heat pump will take over with much more comfortable heating and much more efficient. For example, this heat pump has a COP rating, coefficient of performance, of up to 4, which equals 400% efficient. Our furnace is 80% efficient, which equals a COP of 0.8. When the temperature outside drops to under minus 30 degrees, the system will seamlessly switch to gas furnace. We have our control system, so this box from Mitsubishi is what determines what needs to happen. So when the temperature drops under 30 degrees, the gas furnace will take over, the coil and the outdoor unit will completely stop, and the furnace will run to give you the extra heat you need. So it seamlessly adjusts between heat pump and furnace, especially on milder days. The furnace can kick in for 10 minutes, and then it goes back to heat pump for maintenance and efficiency. So we have our Lennox gas furnace. We also have a high efficiency filter. This is really important on high efficiency systems. So a high efficiency system just like this one, 5-inch filter. So the benefit of the 5-inch filter is that it has a much wider surface area, so it allows for more airflow to go through the system, which is less restrictive, which can improve efficiency and also airflow, and also protects the equipment. In this setup, we also have a whole house air purification system from Fresh Air UV. It's called the APCO X. So what this does is, number one, it has an activated carbon cell inside the ductwork. So what that does is it absorbs and contains biological chemicals such as mold, bacteria, viruses, odors, cooking smells. And it also has a UV light. We can see through the window, it's shining on right now. So what the lamp does is it reacts with that carbon, allowing it to self-clean, making it maintenance-free, and that light is also shining on our cooling coil, preventing any biological growth on the coil. And up here we also have a whole house humidifier, which will allow this homeowner to have complete comfort and humidity control year-round.